Mamma mia, can you believe it? From top 8 to top 6 in one episode. Double eliminations are hard, you know. I mean, how would I know, right? But someone's coming back. Did you already guess it? Who could it be? I personally think it's...
What the fuck are you doing here?
I got bored and robbed last season.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that, but could you please get the fuck out of here? This is my confessional.
But...
Now or I'll shovel some pizza up your ass. Phew, sorry about that. I don't know what went into me. Anyway, it's a new week in the workroom and... Are you fucking kidding me?
The queens greet each other and sit down to discuss about the upcoming events. Connie expresses her excitement about the return. The others are excited as well, but not happy about it. Daisy says it's frustrating how each of the top 6 has worked their asses off to be there, and now someone gets a second chance, which is not fair. Roger agrees, telling if you get eliminated once it's for a good reason, and there should not be second chances until all stars.
Can I finally speak up? Thank you. So what I was gonna say was, I'm so relaxed now without the rabbit jumping around the workroom, spreading unwanted drama. I couldn't focus 100% because she made me feel uneasy every time I had to share the room with her. But now, after not giving a fuck and getting my anger out, I got a high placement and I'm ready to get a win this week. There's absolutely nothing that could destroy my mood now.
My top 7. Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3. I only see 6 queens. Oh yeah, that's right. The last one is waiting for revenge backstage. Oh boy, I can't wait to see how this turns out.
Oh boy, indeed. Please, Rue. Anyone but Jessica. I know she brings the views, but she's too much to handle. We have finally some peace in here.
Hello. Like you saw last week, I had to make an important phone call. You're probably dying to know which one of your sisters is coming back. Well, I contacted a certain someone, but they unfortunately declined. They said it would have been too embarrassing to return this early, but there was someone else who was immediately ready to come back for their revenge. So I thought, fuck it, why not? Without further ado, please welcome back to the race, Jessica Rabbit.
I lost all hope today. I'm empty.
Well, we all know what this episode is gonna be. That's right, a filler episode. You guys are gonna replace Jessica with someone who's not important for the storylines. Oh shit, that would be me. I'm the only filler queen left since Milo got the chop. Fuck. Do I need to start up some new drama? No, that's not who I am. I'll just slay the challenge so you can't get rid of me.
It feels like yesterday when I sat here. Well, it basically was, but who's counting anyway? I'm back fiercer than ever. After getting eliminated, I had to rethink my game strategy, and from now on, I'm turning over a new leaf. Say goodbye to the old mean Jessica, and welcome the brand new angelic, innocent, sweet, and nice Jessica. After all, I am America's sweetheart. Isn't that right, Mr. Cameraman? What the fuck you mean with no? That's right, sisters. Mama Rue just made a huge mistake last week, but luckily she realized what she would have missed without me being around.
Viewers.
Exactly. Now that Jessica joined us, I think it's time for a very special mini challenge. This one is my favorite because in the grand tradition of Paris is burning. The library is about to be open because reading is what?
Fundamental.
Connie won the reading challenge and gets an advantage for the maxi challenge.
Not even Jessica could read the girls like I did. Also, fuck the advantage. I don't need it. I'm feeling confident enough about the upcoming challenge, whatever that might be.
Wasn't the roast win enough for you? I mean, all I'm saying is Connie is way too much for me. She has such a big personality. Very big, enormous, huge, massive, if you know what I mean. And I'm still only just talking about her personality. Let's just say she's big on many different ways. Shit, I mean, her heart. Yeah, she's so helpful. Being nice is harder than I thought.
Ladies, for this week's maxi challenge, you'll have to make a funny commercial for your own eyeshadow palettes. This challenge will be done in pairs. Now Connie, as the winner of the mini challenge, you'll assign the pairs. And since there's 7 of you, one will be without a partner.
Absolutely fucking not. I'm done of all of this team's shit. You remember what happened the last time I had to work with someone else. But I have to think about the others too. Nobody wants to be with Jessica, and I understand very well why. But I don't want to have a partner either. Decisions suck. Props to you judges for making this every week.
Good luck and don't F it up.
So for this week's Maxi Challenge, we are doing commercials for our eyeshadow palettes. I've done many commercials in my career, so this challenge is right up my alley. I just hope Connie doesn't mess this up with the pairing. I gotta be with my ride or die Daisy. If there's any believing in happy endings, we could both succeed in this challenge and get a double win. That would be so iconic. Hee hee.
Connie gathers the queens together to announce her decision.
I tried to make these pairings enjoyable for everyone. Rick persuaded me to pick him, and that's what I'm gonna do. So Rick, you better fucking nail this.
Yes, thank you, Connie. I know if I'm with her I have a higher chance to win a challenge because she has won now 2 challenges, and on top of that she's the clear front runner. You wouldn't risk her to the bottom 2 with me, isn't that right? Oh, it pains to be this smart.
This next pairing was an easy one. Betty and Daisy.
I love you, Connie. I knew you'd do the right thing.
And for the final one, I wouldn't do my girl Marinette dirty, so you'll be with Roger, leaving Jessica without a partner.
I'm not thrilled to be with Marinette because of her previous performances, but this is my moment to prove that Roger, am indeed a comedy queen. I know it's not exactly a comedy challenge, but the commercial has to be funny to impress the judges. If I fail this, it's over for me. I quit.
Comedy, huh? My snatch game was a mess, my roast was a miss, and now this? I don't think these pairings were so fair as Connie let you think. I get it, I suck at comedy and I'm a bitch. But I just came back. I'll do my everything to make it to the finale, even if it meant I have to do some questionable actions.
While the queens are scripting their commercials, Jessica wants to have a quick chat with Marinette. Roger tells Marinette they don't have time for it, but Marinette says she has to know what Jessica wants. While Marinette and Jessica are talking, Roger tries to eavesdrop their conversation. The two of them notices this, and Marinette quickly runs back to Roger, asking what was he doing. Roger says he was only going to grab something near Jessica's workstation, but didn't want to interrupt their conversation. Then he asks out of curiosity what were they talking about anyway. Marinette says it was nothing important and they should finish their script because there's no time to lose, like Roger said.
Something is going on with Jessica and Marinette. We all thought they were not in any sort of contact. But there they were chatting about something super secret. Marinette's behavior changed after Jessica's elimination, and now it has changed again. She's worried of something. What if she's working with Jessica again? No, I can't believe that. She was as happy as we were about her elimination. But what if it was all an act? Oh my god. It was all an act. Marinette and Jessica are working together. Maybe. I have all the pieces to this puzzle. I just don't know the picture yet, but don't worry. Detective Roger is working on this case.
Rick and Connie had a great performance.
Rick did nail the challenge. Finally, a worthy teammate. Our commercial was the best, no doubt about it. I'm just slightly nervous about the runway. Rick is known to have very different runways. Sometimes they are a hit, sometimes they are a miss.
Jessica, Marinette, Roger, and Betty had a good performance.
Honestly, what the fuck were you doing, Roger? I did almost all of the script and directing. I don't know where his head is, but it's definitely not in this competition. Thank God he could at least act.
Daisy had a bad performance.
I don't know what happened. I don't have an excuse. I did bad, and I might be lip syncing tonight, which I'm okay with. But if I drag Betty down with me, I can't forgive myself. But we still have a runway to do so. Let's not think about these things just yet.
While the queens are getting ready for the runway, Daisy apologizes her bad performance in the challenge. Betty says it's all right and she has done amazingly in the past 7 challenges, so a 1 fail at this point doesn't matter. Daisy thanks but reminds Betty that if you do bad you lip sync and might end up home, so it doesn't really matter how well have you done in the past challenges. Betty giggles and tells Daisy that then she just has to survive the lip sync to do better in the next challenge.
Betty is right, but I'm afraid we are judged in teams tonight, and you know what that means.
Welcome to the main stage of RuPaul's Fictional Drag Race. With Michelle Visage and our extra special guest judge, it's Mario, because he insisted to get more screen time.
Mamma mia, I'm so thrilled.
For this week's Maxi Challenge, my queens were challenged to do a funny commercial for their eyeshadow palettes. And on the runway, the category is I See Red. Girl, my titties are already sweating. Racers, start your engines and may the best drag queen win. Category is I See Red. Jessica and Betty slayed the runway.
Red is my color. I basically invented the color red, okay? I know the girls want to get rid of me, but honey, I'm not going anywhere with these runways. I'm gonna be here till the finale, so get used to it.
Roger and Daisy had a great runway.
I've never felt this sexy before, bitch. Marinette seems to be angry to me about not doing much for the commercial. But it's not my fault. I'm more interested in investigating the secrets, what wonders around the workroom. So far, no updates to this case, but I'm working on it.
Rick and Marinette had a good runway.
I don't know why Roger is so nosy about my business all the time, but I hope he remembers this is a drag competition we're on. He's focused on all the wrong things right now, which is good for me, but still, he's a legend and it's hard to see him not giving his everything to this race.
Connie had a bad runway.
No one told me I see red meant I had to wear something sexy on the runway. I look so dumb right now. I'm always bringing the sex and hotness onto the runway, and now when it was literally the category, I wore something completely the opposite. Well, it is what it is now, and I just have to go with this. I'm not worried my runway will land me in the bottom tonight, but it might be the reason why we are not winning either.
Ladies, based on your commercials and I See Red runways, I've made some decisions. At this point in the competition, you all represent the tops and the bottoms of the week, which is why I have to ask the question again. Who should go home tonight? No explanations needed. Starting with Rick.
Jessica.
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 Daisy.
Daisy.
Thank you, ladies. While you go enjoy your delicious cocktails and mocktails to the Untucked Lounge, the judges and I will deliberate.
Did I just hear that right? Marinette said my name instead of Jessica's. I thought she was better than that. You know what? It doesn't matter. I just have to prepare myself for this lip sync.
Their hate towards me is ugly. At least Marinette knew who really should go home tonight. Well, she didn't have any other choice anyway.
Ladies, I've made some decisions. Tonight, you'll be judged in pairs if you have won. Roger, this week you could have earned yourself a top placement, but I noticed you're not doing your best. We know what you are capable of. Get your head back in the game. You're safe.
Are you is right. It's just, sorry. I'm getting emotional when I think about it. It's just that I don't get booze anymore. Does anyone understand what it's like to listen those girls sober? It's a struggle. I've tried to suppress the desires by becoming a detective. Like, who am I kidding? I'm as lost with that as I am in the competition. If I could only have a one sip of booze, anything really. Why are you producers so cruel? Why?
Marinette, good job this week. You're safe.
Yet again, another high placement. Thank you. I don't want to sound bitter, but we could have won this week if Roger had his shit together. But it's over now and I'm once again in the top 6. Who would have thought?
Connie and Rick for the second time in Fictional Drag Race's history. It's a tie. Congratulations. You're both the winners of this week's challenge. You've each earned a cash tip of $2,500.
What? We won? Holy, I thought my runway ruined my chances of winning, but I guess not. And I'm so happy for Rick too. He hasn't had his moment until now. Also, can I send some quick regards? Maury, if you're watching this, I want to tell you something. When I get home, we are gonna bang so hard.
I'm a fucking mastermind. My plan worked. I'm no longer a filler queen. I mean, I could use some, but you know what I mean. What you gonna do now, production? Read me the next episode? Not gonna happen. I'm on top of the motherfucking world now.
Ladies, or should I say the divas, you are the bottom queens of the week. This was a very hard decision, but it had to be done, which is why. Jessica, you are safe, but don't make me regret having you back.
Oh, RuPaul, you won't regret having me back. I promise you. But don't you never mention the divas ever again. I don't want to remember my past mistakes.
So that unfortunately means Betty and Daisy. I'm sorry, my dears, but you are up for elimination.
Sometimes you just fail, and that's okay, but this is RuPaul's fictional drag race. There's no room for failing. As much as I love Daisy, I have to send her home. She's the reason why we are standing here anyway. I want this. I want this the most. I am the next fictional drag superstar.
The time has come for you to lip sync for your life.
This is not the way it was supposed to go. It should be me and Jessica lip-syncing. Betty doesn't deserve this. But we knew Jessica wouldn't be lip-syncing right after she came back, so me and Betty made a promise. We will give it our all to this lip-sync. We will battle it out like true divas. If a show is what you want, we shall give you one.
The lip sync song is Release Me by Agnes. Betty slayed the lip sync. Daisy had a great lip sync.
Ladies, I've made my decision.
Betty.
Shantae, you stay.
Daisy.
Sachet away. This is Untucked.
The queens congratulate Rick and Connie for their double win and Betty for slaying the lip sync. Betty wants to know why did Marinette say Daisy's name on the main stage earlier. Marinette says she felt like Daisy was the weakest of them this week and it was not meant to be shady. Drunk Roger interrupts, asking Marinette to be honest. Marinette says she's always honest so he can ask anything he wants to. Roger asks, is she and Jessica in an alliance? All the queens are shocked where Roger says it's not that shocking since it's so obvious. Marinette denies Roger's accusations, telling him he's making things up because he's drunk once again. Connie agrees and wonders where did he get alcohol anyway? And didn't production ban alcohol from Roger many episodes ago? Roger says he hasn't drank anything than his mocktail that was given to him. Betty says maybe they gave him the wrong drink. Rick points out how one cocktail doesn't make you that drunk. Otherwise, they would all be like Roger now. Before the queens could discuss about the topic more, a producer walks in with a TV screen and tells the queens there's a surprise for some of them. A video starts rolling and it's for Connie from season 1 queen Maury and their child Montel. Maury tells how much they miss Connie and how proud they are of her. Maury adds that she better not fuck it up at the last minutes like he did. Montel says they finally have a reason to call Connie Mommy Connie because she has been mothering the whole season. And Montel is proud that Connie has proved everybody she's not just a horny whore all the time and not all the hormone monsters are like Maury. Before the video ends, Maury blows a kiss to Connie, telling her it's not meant to go to her lips but the ones under them. Connie tears up as the other queens are grossed out. Rick asks what other lips was he talking about, but he doesn't get a response. Roger laughs and asks why does Maury have a dick on his face. Connie says it's for the Roger feels sick and says he wished he didn't ask and throws up on Marinette's dress. Marinette gets furious about this and asks Roger what is wrong with him. Roger apologizes as he tries to run away from the workroom, only to run towards a wall. Marinette leaves the workroom to wash the puke out of her outfit while shouting at Roger. Betty asks what is going on and did that really just happen. The others nod as the next video starts rolling. It's for Rick from his grandson Morty and his eliminated inventor sisters, Plankton and Stewie. Morty tells how things has been crazy while Rick has been gone and he could really use Rick's advices right now but is proud of his success in the competition. Stewie pushes Morty aside, telling Rick how he knew he would be standing amongst the best of the season. Stewie adds that he's not gonna say he's proud of Rick until he's crowned as the winner but tells him he's done well and he's happy for him. As it's Plankton's time to speak, Rick starts to sob. Plankton hopes Rick is not angry about his so-called self-elimination. Plankton says Rick was the only right one to carry on the legacy of the inventors. For the end, Plankton says he wishes they get to create something together that will destroy the world. After the video, Connie and Betty are worried and ask Rick was Plankton joking. Rick says no, but they don't need to worry because he will save them from the destruction. The three of them laugh it off and leave the workroom as they are told that there's no more videos to watch. A producer stops Jessica from leaving and hands her a phone. They say it's urgent from home and there's someone who needs to speak to Jessica immediately. Jessica picks up the phone without any reaction and starts to speak to the phone.
Uh-huh. Yeah, this is Jessica speaking. Who's there? Okay, and what do you want? What? How did you know? You crazy bitch. If the producers find out this is not an urgent call from home, they will start to suspect something. An offer? What is it? Why the fuck would I do that? My career would be ruined. The real question is, why the fuck are you doing this? For a client? Bitch, do you think you are some sort of agent? Roger, why would I care about that booze-licking alien Baldy? My Roger, you leave Honey Bunny out of this. He has done nothing to you. You hear me. Please don't hurt him. I'll accept the offer. Cameras? What? You've been stalking me? You're more messed up than me. Yes, I already told you we have a deal. What? I didn't do that. Bitch, please. If someone's going to jail, it's definitely you and your so-called gang, like you said yourself. I gotta go now. The producers are looking at me. But please, I beg you, don't hurt my honey bunny. Hello? Did that bitch just hang up on me? Shit, what am I gonna do? Thank God the cameras are at least off. I don't want anyone to know about this.
This must be my destiny, to win this race and slay the other hoes.
A little bit of love goes a long, long way, lifting you up to a brighter day. A little bit of love goes a long, long way, turn it around when you up and say, everybody say love. And if you are not completely satisfied, well, hey, neither am I. That's life.
How did the call went?
Very well. Soon she's gonna regret all the things she has done on that race.
The race is tough, as we have experienced, but this was his wish to happen. So don't act like you care. I personally love Jessica's work. It's so twisted.
I do too. Sorry, I was still playing that character. But if Jessica doesn't do as he wants to, I'm not afraid to send my girls after her.
I know that. I just know for sure she's not gonna do it. Who would do that in front of millions of people?
It doesn't matter if she doesn't do it. She'll still end up in jail, and we have enough proof for it to happen. Oh, my sweet Jessica. You messed up with the wrong people, my dear. I'm afraid you must sashay away. For good.